Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we're gonna do something interesting, something a little bit different. We'll talk about Sam Sulek versus Larry Wheels. Why are we talking about this, guys? Are you like, is this Greg Doucette's channel? No, guys, don't worry. I'm not gonna start making videos about Togi and Mike Israetel. No matter how much money is in that, I will never do videos like that. I don't care about those guys. This is still a bodybuilding channel. And guys, do not forget, both Larry Wheels and Sam Sulek are professional bodybuilders. They are IFBB pros. How they got their pro cards, that's maybe questionable. I mean, if you ask me, Sam Sulek deserved his pro card, no doubt about that. Maybe he didn't win it at NPC Nationals. He won it at a major show, Arnold Classic, but the other guys at that show just weren't very good. However, he was the best on that day. He showed up, he brought it, he deserved that win and his pro card. Sam Sulek is a professional bodybuilder, classic physique athlete. And as far as Larry Wheels, yeah, he also got his pro card. Officially, he is an IFBB pro, but as far as I know, he didn't even make the weight for Classic. They let him compete, and he beat that guy in the overall, and in my opinion, he didn't deserve to beat that guy. I mean, that's what I saw in all those photos and videos. Maybe it was different in person, but if I'm being honest, at that moment, I thought he was gifted that pro card. But doesn't matter, he is a pro. Both of these guys are IFBB pros, and this is a bodybuilding channel, and that's why we're talking about these guys. They are gonna go one against another at the Arnold Classic next year. So we are gonna see both of these guys on the stage next year at the Arnold Classic. They both confirmed it. If everything goes well for both of them, and I hope it will, we'll see them on the same stage. Will we see them compared one next to another? I mean, I hope the judges will actually compare them just because it's fun, because they are some of the most popular influencers in the world right now. But maybe we won't see them compared. We don't know that. But today we actually can see them compared in their off-season, however, but still, here is a video of these guys posing, and here we can see exactly what they look like, and we can kind of speculate and guess and get the idea of who is actually going to beat who at the Arnold Classic. So, as you can see right here, they are similar in size, in their upper bodies. I would say Larry Wheels is a little bit bigger, but I wouldn't say he's more complete, more well-rounded. You know, he does have like really big chest, pretty wide shoulders, but I would say Sam probably has bigger arms, maybe not biceps, but the triceps. And I would say overall, Sam is maybe a little bit more round, but Larry is wider, I would say bigger, definitely. However, we're only looking at their upper bodies, not their legs. And you guys know that Larry's legs are his weakest point. Sam has some pretty decent set of quads and overall legs. Now, as far as the back, I mean, they're kind of similar in this one. I would say Larry is probably wider, but the angle is not favoring him here. So Sam definitely has an advantage here. He has a better angle. But overall, I would say they are very close in terms of muscularity and size. It's only the legs, guys. We can't see their legs. And, you know, I would say Larry Wheels might beat Sam in the upper body. Maybe. You know, he seems a little bit bigger, wider. But as far as the legs, I'm pretty sure Sam is going to destroy Larry Wheels in the legs department unless Larry does something drastic and actually improves the size of his legs significantly. Is Larry Wheels super focused on bodybuilding, on improving his physique this off-season? I don't really get an impression that he's doing that. He did say, however, that he's going to try and put on as much muscle as possible, because this past couple of years he wasn't really focused on powerlifting or bodybuilding. He was making a lot of content, and he was just training casually, and he says he was going to try and really focus on putting on more muscle and making his physique more complete for his pro debut. Is he doing that? I don't really see him really living that bodybuilder's lifestyle. Sam, however, is absolutely doing that. Now, as far as what Sam looks like right now it's not the most presentable look, to be honest. This is not the best Sam Sulek we've ever seen in his off-season. And he says his weight right now is around 260. So I think he was similar weight with better condition before. So my best guess here is that he is off. I think he looks like he is off. Sam never really talked about his cycles. We all know that he's on, obviously, but he never really talked about when he is on, when he is off, what he's using, what he's not using. So we have no idea really if he's on or off right now, but you can get a pretty good idea looking at him right here. So he looks softer than usual, big, sure, but it's not just because he's bulking. It seems like he softened up a little bit. I think it is because he's off. Maybe not completely off, but I don't think he's blasting right now. And yeah, he does these bulks and cuts, and when he's bulking, he's eating junk food as well, so he does get a little bit chunky, but then he diets down with following his diet that is just caloric deficit. So like when he does these diets that are dirty bulking, basically he does get a little bit chubby in the off season, but it's not just that in my opinion. I think he's actually, I think he's off. My best guess is that he's off right now, maybe on TRT, maybe TRT plus, something like that, but I don't think he's blasting. And you can see it also, his skin is starting to look a little bit bad again. Why is this? I mean, it happens sometimes when you go off the cycle, your hormones can go a little bit crazy, especially estrogen. So if he's not controlling that perfectly, that could be the reason why his skin is breaking out. So it all fits. And also, he talked about how he was eating a lot of junk food after the show, how he wasn't really doing a very careful rebound post-show. He was eating a lot of junk food, which is something that happens, especially to, younger bodybuilders, unexperienced bodybuilders. When you do that first show diet, you barely make it. You suffer too much, and then when it's all over, you just can't stop yourself from eating. And so in my opinion, it's very important to actually keep working with a coach after a show, because he's going to keep you accountable and you're going to actually stay on the plan. And this is also probably the best time to put on muscle, to make progress, if you are being careful. If you're eating clean, you're just increasing the food slowly, it's the toughest time. Like, it's tougher to stay on the diet post-show than before the show. Before the show, you're motivated, you're driven, you're competing soon, you're stepping on that stage, you don't want to embarrass yourself, you want to prove yourself to the world. But after the show, what is really keeping you, what is holding you back from not stuffing your face with junk food every single day? And that's when you need to be the most disciplined ever. And this is Sam's first show ever, so something like this would be expected. And if you guys have a coach and you're prepping for a show, keep that coach for another month or two at least. That's probably the most important part, to have a coach in your recovery phase. But if you don't have a coach, you can hire me, for example. Just DM me on Instagram, even bodybuilding coaching. We can talk about that. I'm very affordable, by the way, not too expensive. And I'm also very devoted to my clients. I don't have too many clients, so I can pay a lot of attention to you. If you're trying to prep for a show or just to get ready for the summer or whatever it is, just DM me over there. Anyways, Sam Sulek right now looks like he is off, and it looks like he hasn't really been super careful with what he's eating, because he did get a little bit chubby, a little bit watery, his skin is breaking out, but overall he looks big, he looks good. And if my assumption is correct, if he's actually on TRT or something like that, if he's not taking a lot, maybe once he actually steps on that gas pedal, he's gonna progress a lot. And like I said, right now he's 260, around 260. So again, if he's 260 right now with this much muscle and with this condition, and he's actually not taking a lot, once he actually starts pushing things, he's gonna blow up, man. Like, he can go up to 280 if he continues bulking, but maybe he's gonna do this bulk, and then when he starts dieting down, that's when he's gonna start doing more, so he can actually maintain muscle, get shredded. Maybe that's the plan. he's competing at the Arnold Classic next year, so he doesn't have to start dieting for the show now. He can do a cut, another bulk, and then again a cut for the show. That's probably his plan, because he's doing this type of approach and it works for sure. I love it as well. He is making a lot of progress every year, so he should keep doing that. Anyways, in the most muscle right here in this photo, you can see the size difference between these two guys when Larry is standing a little bit in front of Sam Sulek. So here, Larry actually looks a lot bigger, a lot bigger. And in the video, Sam kind of looks close to Larry's size. He doesn't even look bigger. So Larry Wheels is definitely a bigger bodybuilder, but again, that's only the upper body we're talking about. We don't see the legs. In the front double bicep, you could say that Larry has a smaller waist, right? He definitely does have a smaller waist, better taper, and also better peak on the biceps. His lats are also kind of popping more, the chest looks thicker as well. Again, this is not Sam Sulek at his absolute most representable, but still, I mean, he is big in the off-season, and Larry Wheels is also in the off-season, so these guys, this is a very good comparison right now because they're both kind of in the same phase. Again, we don't see the legs, but Sam definitely has better legs. As far as like who is more classic, I mean, I would say Sam has a cleaner look. You know, Larry has a smaller waist, probably a better taper, but he has those tears in the biceps and his legs are not the most aesthetic, so he's not exactly the most classic bodybuilder of all time, but compared to Sam Sulek, who is not exactly super classic either, I would say they're close as far as that classic look. But as far as size, I would say they are very close, unless we're talking about the legs. And I think Sam is much better in the leg department unless Larry does something crazy this offseason and puts on a lot of muscle, in which case I would say Larry would be a better bodybuilder, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I doubt that's going to happen. I think Sam is going to be more complete. He's going to have that fresher look because he's younger and he has that cleaner looking physique. But I also wouldn't underestimate Larry Wheels because he does have a pretty small waist, pretty good V-taper, great biceps, and overall he can bring good condition, a lot of size. So this is definitely going to be a very, very interesting battle based on these photos right now, right off the bat. I would say Sam Sulek is probably going to be winning, and that's mainly because of the legs, because I think he's more complete. But I don't know. I mean, maybe Larry brings a new level of condition, he improves his legs a little, and maybe that's going to be enough to defeat Sam Sulek. You guys tell me whatever you think down below in the comment section. Who do you think is going to win this at the Arnold Classic next year? If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. For more content like this, guys, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. All the best, and bye-bye.